Sri Sadguru has noted the disciples' eagerness and enthusiasm to know the path of liberation, undisputed path of liberation. He has even seen the worthiness, not only his eagerness, but even worthiness. Eagerness is something connecting to the past, worthiness connected to the future. His eagerness meaning all other issues right now is not on the conscious level. His only eagerness is to know. So past and present. Worthiness means he will do something with this knowledge. Pursuit. So the Guru has noted both the eagerness, so say the present, if not past, say the present. નવું ગિટાર આવે તારે પણ આપણે બહુ eagerness હોય. નવું violin આવે તારે બી બહુ eagerness આવે. How much do you pursue? So, eagerness to know, worthiness to pursue. Eagerness so he's receptive right now because he's eager to know. He's not forced to come here. It's his eagerness, but worthiness means he is going to pursue the path and attain liberation, both. So eagerness, the Guru has noted the eagerness and the worthiness. Surely coming in the quiz. Every time, what did he note in the Sadguru? Now, what did the Sadguru note in the noted? How did he perceive the Shishya? So the Guru feels, the Guru is aware, the Sadguru is aware, that a brief explanation regarding the path of liberation would not serve the purpose. All the other 5 brief explanation, right? And that was enough. But now this is to put into action. He needs to be very clear about it. So a brief explanation of say 4-5 stanzas or 4-5 verses would not serve the purpose. Rather, it may not be enough to undertake the journey of liberation. And because of the inadequacy of understanding, he may stumble on the path. He must be told, explain the path with utmost clarity, the steps, the stages, how to attain the perfect purity. Everything should be very clear in him. So a brief explanation may not be adequate or enough to undertake this journey. So the Guru describes the whole journey, the whole path of liberation at length, meaning in detail. Param Kripadev composes 22 verses for the Guru's explanation. Total subject 27 verses. 5 Shishya's doubts and confusion and presenting and his lows and highs. Ups and downs. So perfect. Guru sthir, Shishya. But then this dancing finally happens according to Guru's Agna. Everything revolves around his commands. And so slowly, gradually, even he becomes sthir. So, total subject, 27 verses. So minus 5 of the Shishya. So how many? 22. Maybe actually one is just Thashe. So actual explanation, if you say, now let's not keep 22 and 21. So say 22 verses for the explanation of the path of liberation. And we are starting the actual explanation, the 21 verses from today. So 21 is divided into 3 groups. 21 verses, or let's keep 22. Okay, let's keep 22. So 22 verses. Any problem thase maths ma 21 divided by 3 would be so easy, 777. But now he wants 22. Mistake nahi thaya answering ma. It's like clear 22 verses for the Guru's explanation. Divided into 3 groups. First group is the sequential clarification of his arguments, or say his doubt. So that will be from 97, as you have chosen 97. Actually starts from 98, but the Guru starts speaking from 97, so we'll keep 97. 97 to 107. First group. Second group, so in this he will be clearing all his doubts, confusion, sequentially. I'll tell you how many for which argument. Okay, so 98 to 101 is for the first argument. 104 also you can say, yeah. So 98 to 104. First line of the first argument, nahi avirodha upay. Second line, karmo kal anantana shati thedya jai. So for the first line, it is 98 to 101. For the second line, 102, 3, 4. આટલું બધું ડિટેલમાં નથી જવું. So let's keep 98 to 104 is for the first argument. For the second argument, that Mad Darshan, 2 verses. 105, 106. For the third argument, 1 verse. જાતિ વૈષ્ણવ ભેદ નહીં, કયો માર્ગ જો હોય સાધે તે મુક્તિ લે. Whether it is in white, orange, yellow, pink, indigo, violet, or nude. साधे ते लहे. So, एक तो I finished, right? 107 I finished. So again, last time. First argument answer from 98 to 104. Second, 105, 6. Third, 107. So actually at 107 it should be over. Seeing the eagerness, seeing the worthiness. Second group starts from 108 to 113. Starting point, end point. From the preparatory stage to Keval Gnan, everything covered. Churchgate to Borivali, all the stations covered. Okay, so that's the second group. And the last is, in Gujarati we'll say, Kalash Gata ho. And English में बोले तो pinnacle verses. Or you can say the final inspirational verses for the attainment of perfect purity. Inspiration. So instructions, inspiration, inspection, everything has come here. First is instruction, first group. Second group, inspection. Exactly you can inspect where you are. And third, inspiration. Now this is the work of a perfect Sadguru. You don't need to come to me. I have given you the instructions. I have given you the instruction of how to inspect also. So you introspect and inspect. Don't come me, where am I? You should know. Check. And don't even come to me for inspiration. I'm giving you the inspiration also for the whole life. This is the work of a perfect guru. He doesn't want chelas to do his seva. He wants them to attain liberation. Or say, first target, attain enlightenment. Everything complete. So you see the complete structure? First group, second group, third group. First group, answer to 1, 2, and 3. That's the first group. Second group, stages, 108 to 113. Third group, inspirational verses, you can say. In verse 92, now the link, because now the explanation of each, the clarification of the doubt and the argument he had expressed, it starts. So in verse 92, what was that 92? Hoya kadapi mokshapad nahi avirodha upaya. I don't see any undisputed path of liberation. Karmo kala anantana shati chedya jai. I am not understanding this logically only. Infinite, countless past lives, at least keep 100 more lives to balance it. Erase it, destroy it, eliminate it, annihilate it. So in verse 92, the disciple had posed the argument that even if the state of liberation exists, hoya kadapi mokshpad, no undisputed path to attain it seems to be known, nahi avirodha upaya. Moreover, how can karmas that have been accumulated since infinite times be annihilated in the short lifespan? Karmo kal anantana shati chedya jai. This was his argument. The Guru has answered this argument from verse 98 to 104, as I had said before. The first line, 98 to 101, first line will be answered. 102 to 104, second line. Okay? Clear? So in the opening verse of the solution to the doubt regarding the undisputed means of liberation, the Guru says,
कर्म भाव अज्ञान छे मोक्ष भाव निजवास अंधकार अज्ञान सम नाशे ज्ञान प्रकाश.
So there are two bhavs, karma bhav and moksha bhav. So first is the explanation of karma bhav. What is karma bhav? Impurity of the soul arising due to karmas. His situation, his internal states, his personality, anything created by karmas is all karma bhav. Agnan che, what is this karma bhav? Identifying with the karma bhav is what? Agnan, ignorance it is. Karma bhav, impurity of the soul arising due to karmas. Agnanche is ignorance. Moksha bhav, second bhav. Moksha bhav, liberation. What is it? Abiding in the self. Nij, nij vas. Sadhak nivas. Nij vas. Abiding in the self. And then the analogy. Andhakar, darkness, agnansam, ignorance is like darkness. Nashe, it can be destroyed by a stick. You have one stick at home. Try to dispel ignorance. No, you can't. Gnana prakash, by light of knowledge. Ignorance is explained. Liberation is explained. Ignorance is like darkness, and this liberation, Gnan Prakash, and so we light the lamp in the beginning of the yagna. Light of knowledge to dispel ignorance. every beginning of the યજ્ઞ આપણે લેમ્પ લાઇટ કરીએ છીએ. હે પ્રભુ, આ જ્ઞાન પ્રકાશથી મારો અંતરનો અંધકાર, ignorance, passions, anything, all impurities, may it be destroyed. Fire. You understand? Short me. Impurity of the soul is ignorance of the self. Abiding in the self is liberation. Example. Just as darkness gets destroyed by light, ignorance gets destroyed by which light? Light of knowledge of the self. Moksha Upaya has begun already. First argument, first line of the first argument, 4 verses, 98, 99, 100, 101. And it goes in pairs. Then the easiest of all the verses being 104. Technically simple for me. ટેકનિકલ ગાથાઓ છે. કર્મ ભાવ એન્ડ મોક્ષ ભાવ આટલી ટર્મિનોલોજી ઓછી હતી કે બીજી બે. It's going to be very easy for me. But something very evident, very practical, that is what you're going to put in action. This will be for your knowledge. That you are going to start on that very moment. So, in this verse is exceptionally, it's very, very important. Why? Because he has virtually explained the whole path of liberation. Only if this verse was there, not the rest, meaning the rest 20 verses, because total 21, explanation 21, and this is one, the first out of it. So if he had not composed 20 other verses, it would be enough. He has, now you know the meaning of virtually and all, right? Virtual tilak, virtual prasad, virtual offering, virtual, everything virtual. So virtually explained. The rest of the verses are just, what do you say? Topic expanded. The rest of the description of the section is just an elaboration, expansion of this verse. This verse elaborated and made it more clear. But this verse says everything. The path of liberation explained fully. The best part of these verses are every verse is complete in itself. Every verse is complete. So this is the beauty. So what does he say? Since time immemorial, one has forgotten, or say he's deluded regarding his true nature. Deluded regarding his true nature, meaning he has forgotten that he is a pure, peaceful, powerful, blissful soul. He has forgotten his true nature. This is just the half of this stupidity. Forgetting his pure nature and identifying with states which are the result of karmic manifestation. True nature has nothing to do with karmas. You cannot say because of lot of punya karmas, I am pure, peaceful, blissful. This is your inherent nature. No factors, no causes, nothing is needed for this. But for other things, you need the karmic uday or say karmic manifestation. Say this very body. So associations you can say, feelings you can say, are all due to karmas. So whatever has arisen from karmas or karmic manifestations, we'll understand it with an example, you will understand it very clearly. You would say it's a masterpiece, this verse. Every verse, but this is extraordinary. Means after reading so many scriptures, I feel the essence is put in just one verse. So, since time immemorial, one is deluded regarding his true nature. Meaning, forgotten the true nature and identified himself with the non-self or with anything arising from karma or the karmic manifestations. Example, body. Or rag, dvesh, or anything. Everything has a connection with the karmas. The nature has no connection with the karmas. So now you can understand so easily, actually, this verse. So, to believe oneself as to believe in a state which has arisen from karmas, to be oneself is a karmic binding feeling. Karma bhav. You understand? Identifying myself as Rakesh. So Rakesh is a karmic manifestation, and I'm identifying it as I. So this feeling of mine is ignorance. Karma bhav agnanche. Karma bhav, karmic, identifying with the karmic manifestations, is ignorance. Karma bhav is ignorance. You understand? So that is ignorance. And with that you start harboring feelings of I-ness, my-ness, my shawl, my shawl. I body, my shawl. I male, this is my shawl. So all this is arisen from karma. So so the whole state, the situation, the feeling, everything is karma bhav, and identifying it with believing is as I or my is all ignorance of the soul. Karma bhav agnan che. So what is not agnan? Then what is not agnan? I am separate from the body and the impurities of the soul. I am not the body. I am not the anger which is passing through me right now. I am not that anger, raga, dvesha, attachment, aversion. I am a pure, peaceful, blissful, powerful soul. This understanding and this awareness is Nijvas. And that is going to lead to liberation. You asked the path to liberation, right? So I said, start understand right now, increase your awareness, then constant awareness, then consistent constant awareness, then abiding in the self, liberated. Listen, make notes, understand, contemplate, awareness, constant awareness. This constant awareness is consistent. Abide in yourself. Nijvas, you are abiding in yourself. Moksha bhav. Isn't it a wonderful verse? So, if you are engrossed in the karmic created personality, that will lead to transmigration, meaning not moksha. If you shift your focus from the karmic manifestations to the pure nature, karmic manifestation to pure nature, this is the path of liberation. Over. I think you need an example. So, on account of your karmas, you get a body, roop, sense organs, etc. This is because of karma. This is not my nature. This is due to karma. So I can say this is a karmic created personality. And there's nothing wrong in it. Even Param Kripa, they've had that karmic personality. He didn't identify with it. So that, because there was no ignorance, there was enlightenment. But karmic created personality, meaning the karmas have manifested. So that soul must have acquired karmas in his previous birth, which has manifested right now. But right now he might be ignorant or enlightened. So here is the enlightened one, here is the ignorant one. Both having karmic created personality, but an enlightened soul will not identify with it, an ignorant soul will identify with it. Ek example જોઈએ છે, then I can shut. Then I can just go to the example then. Okay. So someone asks me, who are you? And I say, I am Rakesh. Right or wrong? Right or wrong? It is right from the worldly identification purpose. I'm not Rahul. I'm Rakesh. So, from the worldly identification, it is right. But it is not my permanent identification. So, from that viewpoint, it is completely wrong. So, identification with the body, which has arisen out of karma manifestation, to identify something with the karma created situation or personality, if you identify, it is called karma bhav. That can be compared to darkness, andhakara sam. Karma created personality, identifying it, believing it as oneself, is ignorance, which is compared to darkness. Is it very complicated? No. While answering, while replying, if I'm clear in my mind, Rakesh is the name of the body. Rakesh is the karmic created personality only. Rakesh is not my true nature. If I have this understanding and this awareness, then this is not ignorance. This is called enlightenment. So that is called moksha bhav. And it can be compared to light. Okay, so I just sum up. So in this verse, Param Kripaludev, now this you should understand properly. In this verse, Param Kripaludev has not shown the true nature of the self. He has shown two states of the soul, paryaya, two modifications of the soul, impure modification, pure modification. Ashuddha paryaya, shuddha paryaya. Nothing of Trikali Shuddha, Atma Swabhav or Atma Swarup, nothing. He is not talked about the true nature here. There are many verses regarding that. Shuddha, Buddha, Chaitanya, Gan, Swayam, Jyoti, Sukadam. Here he is talking about the true nature. But in this verse he is talking of two states, two modifications of the soul. First, the impure modification called karma bhav. Simple. Second, pure modification, which is called moksha bhav. Karma bhav, moksha bhav. Karma bhav, moksha bhav. Karma bhav, darkness. Moksha bhav, light. You want to get rid of karma bhav? Develop this moksha bhav. You want to get rid of darkness? Light the lamp of enlightenment. Very simple. So now what is karma bhav? Identifying yourself with the karmic created personality. It can be body, it can be impure feelings, dehadik sanyog or ragadi vikaro, anything. All this is karmic created personality. And karmic created personality is not karma bhav. Identifying it and relating it with I or my is karma bhav. So કર્મ ભાવ અજ્ઞાન છે, ignorance. અને અજ્ઞાન કેવું છે? અંધકાર સમ. અંધકાર અજ્ઞાન સમ. So it is like darkness. મોક્ષ ભાવ meaning pure modification of the soul. Karma bhav, impure modification of the soul. How? By identifying yourself with the karmic created, or say karmic manifestations. Is like darkness. Finish. Now what? Second, moksha bhav. Pure modification of the soul. I'm not talking of true nature. But what is a pure modification of the soul? When you identify yourself with the true nature. When this state of yours identifies with the pure nature, this state is called moksha bhav. This is moksha swarup. But moksha bhav. So we are talking of modifications of the soul, not the true nature. One is when you are away from the true nature. One is when you are abiding in the true nature. Two modifications. You want more clarity or you understood? Can I go to Andhakar and light? You are clear? Param Kripaludev has shown two modifications in this verse. Impure modification, he has given the name Karma Bhav. Pure modification, he has given the name Moksha Bhav. What is Karma Bhav? Identifying yourself with the karmic situation or karmic states or karmic feelings. Or in general, karmic created personality. Karma krut vyaktitva. I've been saying this since 92. Karma krut vyaktitva, shuddha svabhav. Two things I've been talking. So karmic created personality. So rich, right? So rich this verse. You will karmic created personality. Rakesh will come in front of you. Moksha bhav, Shuddhatma will come in you. Connection with the Shuddhatma, Moksha bhav. Abiding, awareness, understanding, Moksha bhav. Behaving like I am Rakesh, Karma bhav. Behaving like I am Shuddhatma, Moksha bhav. Seeing you like Dr. Mansi or seeing you like Shiva, Karma bhav. Seeing you as pure soul, Moksha bhav. Seeing this as a thing, getting attached to it, Karma bhav. Seeing this as Pudgal, non-self, Moksha bhav. Seeing this as a favorable situation, Karma bhav. Seeing this as an unfavorable situation, Karma bhav. Seeing this as a situation, Moksha bhav. I can go on and on. I can really go on and on. It's very, very near and dear to my heart. My whole sadhana, the whole awareness is based on this verse. Whether I'm meditating or I'm not meditating, whether I'm doing my swadhyaya or I'm not doing my swadhyaya, whether I'm doing my seva or I'm not doing my seva, whether I'm having lunch or whether I'm sleeping, this awareness keeps me on the path of moksha. And what if I'm meditating for say 3 hours, but yet I'm not getting that awareness, I'm not abiding in the true nature, so my state will be impure, it will be karma bhav. So he doesn't care whether you are japing mala, or doing ayambil, or eating food, or listening to satsangs. Is your understanding and awareness in this way, then you are on the path of liberation. If you have not read any scriptures, not gone to mandir, not listened to any satsang, if you are having this awareness, you are on the path of liberation. And if you are doing everything from morning to night, you are doing seva, you are doing some swadhyaya, everything, but this awareness doesn't click within, then you are not on the path of liberation, though you are in the ashram, though you are in midst of satsangis, though you are blabbering only such language, Shuddhatma and this and that, but still you are not on the path of liberation. So Param Kripadev is not going to see your activity at all. He will see your awareness and evaluate whether you are on the path of liberation. That's over. Now a simple example, and this is, I have learned how a lecture should be from verse 98. Say something, give an example. So karma bhav, moksha bhav, two things I understand. Moksha bhav when connected to the pure true nature, karma bhav when connected to the karmic manifestation. Simple. Very simple. Two states. Karma bhav compared to darkness, moksha bhav compared to. So very simple. There's darkness in your room. You want to destroy that darkness. So say if I want to destroy this fan, I just need a stick, I need to hit it. પડી જશે. આ તો આવતીની મિની ફેન છે. અહીંયા સુધી બી હવા પહોંચે તો બસ છે. So I can remote control થી પણ ઉડાવી શકું એવું છે. I don't even need a stick for this. If I just stare it at it, it might just go off. So darkness છે તમારા રૂમમાં, સ્ટિક, એક સ્ટ્રોંગ સ્ટિક જોઈએ, રાઈટ? સ્ટિક ગમે તેટલી તમે વાપરો, you will not be able to dispel that darkness. What will you need? Light. Light of knowledge can dispel darkness of ignorance. Meaning, your seva won't help. Your mala won't help. Your vrat tap will not help. You will need Gnan. Nashe, Gnan Prakash. All these are the helpful things for that awareness. So I'm not condemning it. But don't think just because you did 9 iambics, now you're on the path of liberation and very soon you'll be liberated. No. If it's helping you for this awareness of the self, you are surely on the path of liberation. So nothing to do with your activity, not even your business and not even your iambil. And he's not condemned any external ritual. If it's helping you for this awareness, please do it. But important marks will be given not on your activity, on your awareness. So beautiful. So just imagine there's darkness. What happens in darkness? You go back to your rooms and there's darkness. Very frequently થાય છે, so nothing. Very frequently. Darkness, what happens? Number one, it creates illusion. Now you suddenly see someone in your room and you can't see the face. So you start assuming. And what does darkness do? It creates illusions. You make mistakes. You might just bang. You didn't see a chair there. You may commit many mistakes. Fear. કોઈ નથી, કોઈ સાપ બી બેઠો નથી, કોઈ ભૂત બી બેઠો નથી. ખાલી darkness બેઠું છે તો બી ખબર નહીં કેમ ડર લાગે. And you know that also. You will go back in your room, you know there is no booth because booths don't go to Mahabooth's house. So there is no booth. It's very difficult for the snake to climb here also. There is no snake, but still fear. So darkness niya called. Number one, illusion. Number two, mistakes. Number three, and the same thing happens when there is darkness of ignorance within you. Number one, illusion. You will start identifying yourself with non-self. This is non-self. And I'll say, હું મજામાં નથી. હું બહુ મજામાં છું. હજી અડધો કલાક આ ગાથાને ચલાવો. બહુ મજામાં છું. But identifying with non-self, So illusion. Second, mistakes, likes and dislikes. I like this situation, I don't like this situation. I like this person, I don't like this person. So likes, dislikes would be mistakes. Third, fear. Fear of સંયોગ and વિયોગ. આવું નહીં થાય તો સારું. આવું થાય તો સારું. મારે પાછું ચાલ્યા જવું પડે તો સંયોગ વિયોગનું fear of situations. સંયોગ or વિયોગ. Some things we really want કે હવે આ પર્સન જાય તો સારું કેનેડા. પણ ચાલો એમિરેટ્સ જ સ્ટાર્ટ નથી થતી. So that fear you might have, the person is not going. Or, સંયોગ નો બી fear કે આવું મને કોવિડ ના થઈ જાય. Or આ ચાલ્યો જશે તો મારું શું થશે? આટલા બધા કેનેડા વાળા ચાલ્યા જશે, US વાળા ચાલ્યા જશે, રાઈટ રાજીવ ગાંધી? Just waiting for Bodhi Beach, I'm going to extend it. તમે બી કર્યા કરો, because I just don't want you to go. So that fear, KD will go, KD બી છોડીને જશે મને, ગાંધી બી છોડીને જશે, all the Canadians will also go, Ashwin will also go for on 15. પછી એકલો એકલો હું શું કરીશ અહીંયા? આ બધા ઢોંઢિયાઓની સામે પ્રવચનો કરીશ. So, when there is ignorance, there will be fear of Sanyog or Viyog, both. Three things: illusions, mistakes, fear. Whether it is darkness or whether there is ignorance. Atran thase. What is the solution? Light the lamp, switch on કરી દે અને સરળ you will see no illusion. તમે જજો રૂમમાં જઈને જોજો. લાઇટ કરશો એટલે no illusions, no mistakes, no fear. So, andhakar, agnan sab. Agnan is like andhakar, darkness. Ignorance is like darkness. નાશે, નાશે એટલે ભાગે, નાશે એટલે નાશ થાય, જે બોલવું હોય. પણ આમ કંઈ ડાર્કનેસને ભાગવું નથી પડતું. It just gets destroyed there and there only. It does not have to run away. નાશે આપણે કે આ તો નાસી ગયો. નહીં, નાશ, નાશ. Destroyed there and there. And there are no ashes also. It gets destroyed but no ashes. It gets burnt but no ashes. The same way, nothing changes. Everything changes. Nothing changes. If I'm enlightened, still the body will be like this. It will be 5 feet 6 inch only. If I get Shaikh Samkit also, it will remain 5.6. If I attend Keval Gnan also, it will remain 5.6. So nothing has changed. And everything has changed because I no more identify myself with the body. Isn't it wonderful? Now see, karma bhav, agnanj. Identification with karmic manifestations or karmic created personality, identifying, meaning I or my, I-ness, my-ness, that is karma bhav, which is the ignorance of the soul. And what is moksha bhav? Discriminating from it and the understanding, the awareness that I am different from this body, I am separate from the body, I am the pure, peaceful, powerful, blissful soul. This understanding, this awareness, this abidance in the true nature, this state is called moksha bhav. It is like light. And the rest of the verses is just an elaboration, expansion of this truth. He has explained not liberation, the path of liberation. Liberation was explained in the 5th pad only. But the path of liberation, what should you be doing? First, with effort. Second, effortlessly. And you will be liberated. I am Rakesh, karma bhav. I am the pure soul associated with a body called by others, called Rakesh. Others call it Rakesh. Moksha bhava. So actually, what have I to change outside? Just an understanding within, and don't slip into unawareness. Constant, consistent awareness. Keep that constant awareness, and you are on the path of liberation. Doing nothing, still you are on the path of, see, you catch a flight. You have 16, 17 hours flight, right? And you enter the flight, you sit, I've forgotten, no? 1 year I have not gone anywhere. Bells bandhwana, aate, a lot of efforts and all. And then you go off to sleep. Because you have gone off to sleep, you are not putting any effort. And because you are not putting any effort, the flight stops. Flight is moving. When you get up, you have actually reached Toronto. So in the same way, an enlightened soul, if he sleeps also, he's traveling on the moksha marg. If he's sleeping, I can understand when he's meditating. I can understand when he's doing his swadhyaya. But eating and sleeping, Gnani eating and sleeping, and so much of moksha marg is finished. It's over. So I think he has explained everything. What is a Gnani? Who is a Gnani? What is the enlightened state? What is enlightenment? What is liberation? What is path of liberation? What is not liberation? What is not the path of liberation? Everything is explained. Clear? Let's see.
कर्म भाव अज्ञान छे, मोक्ष भाव निजवास, अंधकार अज्ञान सम, नाशे ज्ञान प्रकाश।